Coming at you live, covering all things professional wrestling. A show by members of the Busted Open Nation. Welcome to the Nation's Corner. Here are your hosts, the Nation's Corner crew.
Welcome to the Nation's Corner. It is Saturday night, and you know what that means. We are live right here on YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook and or Twitter, hop on over to the YouTube and get in the chat, like and subscribe and share. What? You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear.
Oh, Neil needs, I don't know what Neil needs. Neil needs to figure out his audio situation.
Pump up the volume.
Yeah, turn up the volume.
You can, but everyone else can hear me. Neil can't.
I can hear
Yes.
you.
I can't.
I don't know what your problem is.
I
Anyway,
can hear everybody else.
that's so weird.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird. Neil,
Yeah.
somebody tell Neil to disconnect and reconnect.
Neil, try disconnecting and reconnecting and see what that does.
All right. In the meantime, while he tries to figure that out, I am joined by Mongrovian Mike from all the way up there in Mongrovia. How you doing?
What's happening?
What's happening? And Tony Justice from
What's up?
Parts Unknown. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. It's been a hell of a week, but we're going to talk some wrestling. I'm not going
Neil,
to.
I don't know. Make sure your volume is up. Did he finally went?
He's trying to figure things out.
Okay.
Yeah, I just texted him, told him to.
I'm gonna
There we
remove
go.
him off the screen in the meantime. All right.
What's
so,
up?
Yes, it's been a crazy week here in Nation's Corner land, but we are here to talk wrestling. And I just want to start off the bat. I am wearing my New Japan Pride shirt that I got last year. I don't remember the last time I wore this. If Neil can get back on with us, I know he wants to discuss New Japan Dominion that's happening in the morning.
There we go.
Now you got it.
Hey!
All right, there we go. I had
Hey!
to switch headphones.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Well, welcome to the show, Neil.
Well, thank you.
There he is.
Welcome to the show. So
It's
yes,
great
I
to
was
be
just
here.
saying that we will be getting into a little bit of Dominion talk in a little bit. So
Sounds
we can
good.
get everyone caught up to speed on the big matches happening on there.
Yep.
I wanted to start off by
get up
doing
to
a
speed
little
to my-
indie shout out.
Oh.
Ooh, Neil's got his Julia shirt on.
Yes.
So John from South Jersey tonight is at the 2300 Arena for the MLW Fusion show.
I'm jealous.
So he is there with
There
Lady
he is.
Frost.
Friend of the show, Lady
Friend
Frost.
of the
Good to see
show.
her.
Ross
Yeah.
rules.
Very good.
Little Nation's Corner on location action right there. So
Yep.
Corner on
That's good.
location at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
Where?
Also happening right now is Jersey Championship Wrestling Saturday night. So we got Gabby Forza on that show. Mongrovian, you're looking at it now, right?
Yes. Her and Jordan Oliver are beating the shit out of each other right now. So
All
Good.
right. And also on that show is Leo Sparrow versus Cheeseburger, Marcus Mathers versus Elias Cass, Sal Mastretta versus Ray Jazz, Junie Underwood versus Alec Price, and then Charles Mason. Ooh, sorry.
Mason.
Versus Teriyaki. So that,
All right.
yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a great show. And last week, when we were on last week, we talked about the Tournament of Survival that was happening last Saturday night. But then on Sunday night, we had the Cage of Survival. So I just want to run down the actual Cage of Survival match, because if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go back and watch it if you can tolerate all that bloody goodness.
It's deathmatch heaven.
It's
Special
it's
shout out to
deathmatch
Nomi.
heaven.
Special come out to Nomi coming out with the package of light tubes wearing
With the
wearing
nose hat on it. Yes. So
And
great. So yes, in
a lot
the
of great
cage match.
eliminations.
Yes. So I'm just gonna run down all the people that were in it. Matt Tremont was the ultraviolent champion. Also in the match, Anakin Murphy, Connor Claxton, Dr. Redacted, Gabby Forza, Jameson Shook, Jeffrey John, Different Boy, Jimmy Lloyd, Lil Sicko, Lucky 13, Masashi Takeda, and Vipress. And Otis Kogar defeated them all to become the GCW Ultraviolent champion. So
Shout
yeah.
out to Vipress and Tremont because they started the show.
Oh.
I mean, they lasted a long, they lasted a long
Yes.
time. It was seriously violent and fun.
It was ridiculous. And I saw the picture that Vipress had posted. Someone had asked like if her nails managed to stay intact through the whole show. And she posted a picture that her middle two nails got completely ripped off, took her real nail with it. And her hand was a bloody mess. Like her entire body was a bloody mess. But like I know, I wear these glue-on nails. Like they're not actual acrylics. They're just super glued on. And I know how much it hurts when one of these gets ripped off if I snag it on something. I cannot imagine actual acrylics pulling your actual fingernail off. So man, kudos to her. That's fucking crazy. That's ridiculous.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, you named everybody, right? And
yeah.
And it wound up. We thought that Bulldozer was still the champ, but during Nick Cage was jumped in the back by a guy in a white hoodie, not a black hoodie.
Yes.
Little Dirty,
hey,
what's
up, Little Dirty? What's up, brother?
What's up, Little Dirty?
So then it turns out as Matt Tremont is celebrating, in comes Otis Kogar. So the Kogar brothers and what is the name of their group?
Vandal 48.
Vandal 48 are the ultraviolent and heavyweight champs.
Yes.
Of GCW.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Congrats.
Shout out also to Lil Sicko, who really, like, we saw him at the GCW show in Philly at the 2300 Arena, and he made an impression with the crowd that night. And
that's right, Matt.
Last weekend, he made another big impression with the GCW fans. Like, that guy is crazy.
Yeah, and everybody's got to be loving Dr. Redacted. I mean,
yes,
he's so much fun to watch, and it's just so much fun watching these crazy motherfuckers. It's crazy shit.
Yeah. GCW, we talk about it most weeks. They're just like, I keep seeing all these announcements for all these upcoming shows in the next couple months, and man, it's like every time we talk about them, we're like, oh, there's a lot of really good shows coming up, and they're just so consistent. I think they're probably one of the most. They're definitely the number one indie company in the country, and especially since they travel so far.
You have Emma, which is always fun.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward, especially their show the night before Forbidden Door is at the UCC in LA, which is always a really good show, and GCW's in LA.
That's their West Coast home.
Going against Shotzi, so that's that's gonna be insane. All right. Any other indie shout outs that you wanted to hit? Any other shows that you saw this last week or that's coming up this weekend?
Well,
No.
just coming out tonight and tomorrow. Tonight is
Yeah.
Victory Pro Wrestling out in Bayshore if anyone's out on the island. And
Okay.
Creator Pro is doing a show tomorrow in Lynbrook. So
And then there's that show that me and you went to, old man, on Long Island. There's another one next weekend with Lei Ying Lee and Janai Kai.
Oh, Deer Park. That's
okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Rising Star Women's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Will be
Next
week, I believe Saturday.
Okay.
So,
I also wanted to mention one FW out of Atlanta, which is QT Marshall's promotion. Also Limitless Wrestling up in Maine, which I know MJF has wrestled for a lot. And coming up, Produce Wrestling presented by Orange Crush. They are all added to my AEW streaming service. So I was browsing earlier and they have like lots of content. Like they have matches from Limitless from like back in 2017, 2018. You could see like MJF and Darby and all these other people that we know as stars now.
So
and you can
Limitless
see them
Wrestling.
in the indies.
So Limitless Wrestling.
Limitless.
That's the one. Is that the Rhode Island one, or is that the one?
No, that's in Maine.
Massachusetts. Oh, the one in Maine. Okay.
Yeah, the one in Maine. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get that because it's all New England, and the same people go all around from
Yes.
there, and you see, and
Awesome.
a lot of great wrestling.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like looking forward to going on my AEW and browsing what content that they've added on there because it looks like a lot. All right, let's quick talk about New Japan. I know Neil wanted to definitely hit this. I see a couple of matches that pique my interest.
Okay.
So Neil, what's to you the most important
Well,
one
right
or two
there,
matches of the show?
right there in the middle, Callan Newman versus Yota Tsuji for the IWGP Heavyweight title. That's a feud that's been going on pretty much this whole year. And Callan Newman beat Yota Tsuji for that title. And now they're just having another rematch. And this is going to be a huge match for them. The next one, right there, the global title, Andrade, Shota Umino, and Drilla Maloney. Big fan of Shota Umino, obviously his father, legendary referee Red Shoes Uno, but definitely hoping that Drilla Maloney comes out with this because dude has just been killing it before it came to New Japan and since he's been in New Japan and going from heavyweight to junior heavyweight back up to heavyweight. It's just been insane. And I'm loving the whole new look, everything. I really hope he takes this title and really runs with it. I know you're a big Andrade fan, but I mean,
Yes.
I
How
hope,
you know?
I do hope that Drilla Maloney
How
wins.
you know?
They're all huge, you know. I'd be remiss. Trenda would hate me if I didn't mention Zack Sabre Jr. in the tag match.
Of course.
That's good. You got a good match right there on the bottom for the junior heavyweight title. The recent Best of Super Junior winner, Yo, facing Doki, which, you know, should be good. Hopefully, Yo, even though I don't really care for him, I hope he takes the title off of Doki. Another AEW wrestler right there, Konosuke Takeshita versus Sonata for the TV title, for the World TV title. That should be very good. Sonata coming back after taking a few months off and, you know, trying to be in limbo and see what he does. But hopefully, you know, I know it'll be a good match with Takeshita and Sonata. I hope Takeshita wins.
Yes.
Huge tag match down here on the bottom. Knockout Brothers, Yudo Ice and Oscar Loibe versus Hanare and Great Khan. Knockout Brothers, they came back from excursion in Europe and They have just been killing it the whole time they came back. Won the tag titles and have just been running shit in the tag division since they came back and took those titles. So it's great.
Okay.
This is the huge middle of the year show. This is the last big show before we get to the summer. G1 Climax 36 starts in just about 3.5-4 weeks. So, that's going to be awesome.
Okay.
They got a huge one night of G1 in Chicago, which I know Ezra's going to go to.
Yes.
I'd love to go, but hey, real life things happened, so I can't. But next time.
We're always happy for other crew people crew members that do something special. We may be a little jealous.
Yeah.
I know, Neil, you want to kick friggin' Ezra in the feel goods, but
No, that might be you.
I just
That
want to
might
say
be you.
anybody that tuned in, if you're gonna laugh at Neil, oh, look at him, he can't hear, he doesn't know what he's doing. Man, he reconnected, came back on, and gave us a friggin' rundown of something that none of us would have known except for to get the match. And no, I'm serious. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
And Slante, I'm drinking a Guinness in honor of doing the show with you tonight, brother. Nephew.
Thank you.
Nice.
Cheers.
Nice.
Thanks,
Yeah, I do. I know that we don't get to
nice.
mention New Japan a lot, but whenever there is something that's important, that's major, Neil, whenever you want to come on, just to give us a quick rundown of what's happening.
Hey, will do.
Yeah.
Neil, how many times have I told you? I put on a match, and sometimes I forget or you can only see it in the Japanese, and I'm like, I'm still drawn in because they know what to do.
Yeah.
They know what to do. And
Yeah, they do.
that's just it. It's not training in New Japan and Japanese style wrestling it's no party.
No, and hey, to your point about listening to it in Japanese, I sometimes listen to it in Japanese too, just the emotion and the excitement from the announcers.
Just for everyone's for smarting everyone up, who are the American or the English speaking broadcasters? One of them's a British guy who's like unbelievable. And
so you have Walker Stewart, who we all know, and then you have Chris Charlton.
Right?
Chris Charlton is from England but lives in Japan, and as we may know from previous Forbidden Door post-show, media scrums, Chris also does live translation on the English broadcast side when the Japanese wrestlers cut the promos after the matches, and he gives you a second right there on point live translation of what the Japanese wrestlers are saying. So it's great to hear both of them.
So first of all, sorry, Neil.
Yeah. I saw that comment.
Bootsy is there with Uncle John, and they're getting cocaine and hooers right now, probably at 2300.
Yeah, but where is this 2300 place at?
At the corner of Swanson and Rittner. It's what we call the EC Dub Arena.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Not unless he's talking about the time. Bootsy is going to be at 2300 as what? 1 o'clock?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So since we were talking about New Japan,
I just wanted to say, I didn't get to say because I couldn't hear, but I like your shirt.
Oh, thanks.
It's very nice.
Yes.
New Japan. I'll show off my shirt. I got my
Stadium Stampede.
My Stadium Stampede
nice
shirt. It's got the Met colors because it was in Queens, right across from City Field. Neil, what shirt you wearing?
I have my Julia shirt.
Julia, yes.
Always got to represent for my girl Julia.
What do you got?
Dave LaGreca's favorite shirt.
Poison. Poser. Poison.
Don't let Dave do that.
Listen, we're always good for rock shirts, metal shirts, and wrestling shirts.
Yep.
And just funny, cool shirts like Deb has.
Yeah.
Was wearing earlier.
Yes.
What is it? Bitches love wrestling.
Yes.
Go.
So, all right. So, since we were talking about New Japan, we got Forbidden Door coming up. I just want to run through some of the updates that have happened, over the course of this week since Dynamite. So we now know that it's Swerve and Ospreay for the finals of the men's Owen Hart that will happen at Forbidden Door. I think that's pretty much what everybody predicted. That's pretty much, I think, what everybody wanted in the first place. So, sometimes, like we always say, sometimes something predictable is good when it's the thing that you want to happen and the thing that you should happen.
If you love pro wrestling and complain that you have to watch a fucking Will Ospreay versus Swerve match, they just got
for real.
Just turn off your TV.
Go binge watch LA Law or something. Get out of here.
Yeah. And this is the road to All In. So yes, we still got Forbidden Door, and then what's the new one? Redemption is going to be the July pay-per-view.
Isn't that in Canada, eh?
Maybe. I can't remember.
Is there a Canada B?
So this is the road to All In, and we kind of said since the beginning of the year that we all want it to be Ospreay versus MJF at All In, and looks like we're still firmly on the path to that. So I'm excited for that. On the women's side, we had Hazuki upset Persephone, which none of us were expecting to happen. And then we got Maya World coming in for an injured Sari, and she took that match against Sky Blue, which none of us were expecting to happen. So it's going to be Maya World and Athena versus Maya World versus Athena.
Yes, and just a quick, nothing but love and thoughts and prayers and everything to Maya World and her family for the tragedy that they had to endure last weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see that Maya World was replacing Sari in that match. I did not expect her to come back to TV so soon after, that news broke of what happened. But she has consistently shown that every time she's on TV, she kind of shows out, and she did in that match.
Yep.
So on Dynamite next week we get Mercedes versus Hazuki in the semifinals, and then the final will happen at Forbidden Door. I think we're still on the track to what I initially thought, that it will be Mercedes and Athena in the finals. Mercedes wins. She challenges Tekla for All In.
Can I point out how ironic right now it is that Leo Sparrow, the son of the sun, is fighting Cheeseburger right now? So.
I hope that Cheeseburger has some cheeseburgers and throws them at Leo.
Yes.
Come on. I need that viral clip. I need that. All right. So in other news then, we got the steel cage match set up for Mark Briscoe and his, I assume, the conglomeration versus MJF and whoever he finds. I know this was kind of, the rivalry with Mark Briscoe and MJF has been going on for a while. But making it a group versus group thing, I know that happened kind of quickly, but I think it'll be cool. Steel cage match. How can you complain?
Right.
And he obviously has bought some of the Callis family, with that.
Yes.
With giving that that boil of life, that no socks wearing Canadian Don Callis.
I'm sure Andrade would say, "How you know?"
Yes. Yes.
Oh, can we talk about the Andrade Leo Rush like Orange Cassidy thing that happened this week. That
You
was
can talk.
that was just incredible.
So
funny.
Leo Rush is the first wrestler to ever just totally creep out Orange Cassidy. Like Orange Cassidy's
Yes.
always been like whatever, and
Whatever.
no matter how you're 300 pounds bigger than him, full of muscle, he's still
Yeah.
putting my son. No, he freezes like if you see a spider or a snake.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that when the conglomeration ran out, OC was just kind of like walking out behind them, and then he didn't even step into the ring until kind of the melee was settled, and then he joined. But yeah, the Leo Rush and Andrade thing was just insane. How you know?
Yeah, and the
He
little
knows how
so
you know.
you're expecting Andrade to do the taking a selfie with the pretty girl at ringside.
Yeah.
But I love that now there's sprinkling in at the pay-per-view was Luchasaurus in a wig, and then now Leo Rush coming up behind him.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
know,
really good, yeah.
This Leo Rush character, I got to see him at WrestleCon, and I actually walked up to him, and he was straight. You know, he wasn't doing the character. You notice on all these interviews he's doing with all these podcasters and stuff, he's in character. But I walked up to him, I fist bumped him, and I said, "Man, I'm enjoying your character work right now." And he said, "Thanks, man." So I got to walk up to him and just tell him that I was interested. He just has me, man. It's just he's entertaining to watch. It's all the things he does in the ring, everything he does, the contacts, when he starts galloping around the ring, it's crazy how he does all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing a progression happen over the weeks. Like I saw someone noticed that like at first, his eyes were regular, normal, and then he started wearing red contacts, and now I guess there's black contacts. So we're seeing a little bit of a progression. Like I don't know what the heck is up with the umbrella. I don't know what the rain is that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's hanging out with the Rainmaker.
Maybe I don't know. He knows. He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
So yeah, and with the Andrade stuff, it reminds me when someone comes behind him, it reminds me of that. Remember when Rock used to take the camera, and he was beating the crap out of Stone Cold outside. And he's like standing up there. They're on the desk, and he has the camera. He's like, look at this piece of trash. And then all of a sudden, Stone Cold pops in he turns around, and Stone Cold's in the camera. Boom.
Yeah.
So that's I like shit like that because
yeah,
Andrade's so smooth. So when he gets knocked back a little bit, it's good because it progresses his character for me. It's the first time since his debut.
Right. We were talking about that the other night.
You always it's not like we hate them, Deb. It's like you're waiting. What's gonna click with you and the character there, or what they're trying to portray. So
right.
And he's clicking right now. So
he is
good for him.
Also for Forbidden Door, we had the setup for Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
And tonight on Collision, we have Kenny Omega going up against Bad Dude Tito.
Yes.
Which he's also in TMDK, right?
Tito
yes,
Jackson?
He is. No.
The Jackson 5?
No. Bad Dude Tito is a part of TMDK. Yes. And as we found out on Thursday when a short young man from California called in, it said that he was training, congrats to Drake for training. Yeah. That he trains at the same place that Bad Dude Tito trains at. So, yeah, it should be a good match.
I think our very own Hijacker Mike interviewed Bad Dude Tito.
I have to go back and find that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously on the West Coast there, he's definitely was
Yeah.
probably was working at what is it, the BTW?
Yes.
BTW, yeah. Kirk
Yeah.
Wade's BTW.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where
and
he was
then
from.
also on Collision tonight, we have the Death Riders versus Shane Taylor Promotions. I am very interested in that. I am really enjoying what they're doing so far with Shane Taylor Promotions on AEW TV. They've been on Ring of Honor for a while. They held the Trios Championships for a little while, and they lost the Trios Championships to Dalton Castle and the Outrunners.
Six man. Ring of Honor is 6 man.
That's right. Thank you.
Ring of Honor is 6 man. I got to correct you only because I know John would if he was here. But
I'm sure he would. My
6
apologies.
You're out of the team.
So yes, and ever since they lost those championships on Ring of Honor, they've definitely, been moved to AEW. And I think I know there's always kind of conversations about the role that ROH plays in AEW and the roster that they have. And I think with STP, we're seeing the first really good attempt at a transition from stars of ROH now being moved to AEW, and they're obviously featuring them. So I'm really, really looking forward to that match tonight, and then seeing where they go from there.
There's some good face trios that they could face up there too, which is good.
So it's something
I like them all.
Something that I thought of. Go ahead.
I like them all, but who's the tall girl? I have no clue who she is.
I can't remember her name,
but she's big, so it's like
I saw her. I saw her when we went to Ladies' Night Out in Vegas, WrestleMania weekend or a few months ago. And I was like, she stuck out to me in the match that she was in at Ladies' Night Out. And then I saw her, and I'm like, I couldn't hear her name when they announced her at that show. But, she stuck out to me, when I saw her come out after. But, it's a great group. And, it's Shane Taylor, who was doing good in Ring of Honor previously, when Ring of Honor was on its own. The other two guys, okay. The Bravo guy, I like him. I like all the.
I love Carly Bravo.
Yeah. The attitude, and I like all the tattoos and just the and then I forget the other girl's name.
Trish Adora.
Oh
yes. Big fan. Yes.
Yeah, because Trish Adora, Carly Bravo, and Captain Sean Dean are all former military. So they've formed the group with them. Yeah, I do. I've really enjoyed them on Ring of Honor, so I'm looking forward to what they do now on AEW. We also got for the qualifying matches of the Survival of the Fittest for the TBS title since Willow had to vacate. We have Julia Hart versus Persephone tonight, and Sheeta versus Zeta Steel. So those matches should be pretty good.
Zeta.
Yes. Okay, so I just want to give you guys a chance to give some kind of updates on what you thought of the King and Queen of the Ring matches in WWE this week. If this is updated from WWE.com, the semifinals of the men's King of the Ring tournament is Jey Uso then versus Javon Evans, and Obafemi versus Rey Mysterio.
Dominic. Yes.
My brain. My brain is fried. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm looking at the picture right now.
Yeah. You get hit in the head a lot.
I know I did.
Like that.
They had the two King of the Ring, and King of the Queen, 4-person qualifying matches last night. It was it was Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria,
Jade Cargill and Sol
Jade
Ruka.
Cargill and Sol
Yes.
Ruka, and
What
also Jade Cargill in the match had to have a mini match in the ring with her wig. So
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were talking about that on Busted Open this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I can't believe that she like finished the match trying to hold on to her hair. Like kudos to
Yeah,
her for
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
That's hard.
yeah, there's going to be a ton of memes coming out.
I'm sure.
Whatever, but it really was a great match.
Yeah.
It was a good match, and
Jesus.
Charlotte
Fucking
Flair comes
son.
out on top. And there you
Yeah.
go. And
So
then
yes,
the next
Charlotte
match
Flair
was-
versus Liv Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
Damn.
So-
As much as I love Io, and I do love Io, she didn't have to pin the person she pinned on Monday. Okay? That person did not have to take the loss. Person should be moving on and winning the whole thing.
Julia? I'm just going to
Yes.
wild guess.
Yeah. Shocker.
Well, okay, Neil, since you mentioned Julia, did you watch the backstage
I did.
bit between Julia and
Kiana James?
Kiana James
Yes. Yes.
being interviewed by
Kathy Kelly?
Kathy Kelly, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Julia, finally said, hey, you kind of, hey, bitch, I know, I needed you in the beginning with with English and this and that.
Yep.
Now I can speak English better, and I can tell you this: whack, and she,
Yeah.
she slapped so hard upside the head. So we're gonna have a good series because you know what? No matter what you feel about Julia, Kiana James is like a freak. She's very, very good. Like, I mean, they've given her a ton of matches where they've thrown her in the deep water with a lot of the big names up there. So she can hold her own, and I believe that they're gonna have what the kids say, a banger of a match.
Yes.
Series.
Kiana's gonna benefit greatly from being in the ring with Julia and learning more.
Vice versa too, yeah.
Yes. But I hope that, this moves to something more for both of them, but more importantly, mostly for Julia.
Well, you know what I wanted to lead to? I'm selfish. I wanted to finally lead to her and Stephanie Vaquer somewhere down the line.
Oh yeah, when Stephanie
know what I
comes
mean?
back,
Like,
yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
relive that good time that they had in NXT versus each other and just like one over the other,
If you want to see an even better match of Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, you go watch their match from New Japan where they faced off for the New Japan Women's Strong title.
And you don't have to wait up till 3 a.m. to watch that one.
No, you don't.
Right. All right. Anything else on the WWE front that you guys feel is worth mentioning?
The King of the Ring, finals too was LA Knight, Jey Uso,
Finn Balor,
and Royce Keys, and Royce Keys got the three little guys in that match got together at one point and did an old Shield move on Royce Keys and put him out through the announce table. I know we're getting tired of announce tables, but it's always good when you see a good Shield style mash through the table. And,
right.
And it turned out that Royce Keys came in and destroyed Eli Drake, and he was on him for the pin. And
Eli Drake.
LA Knight. Yeah. I'm a dummy. Yeah. So anyway, Jey Uso comes off with the splash right on top of Royce Keys, pinning LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And covers for the pin, and Jey Uso moves forward. So there you go. The winners of the night moving forward.
All right. Let's get into some TNA talk. I know we wanted to have a discussion about TNA. We kind of meant to do it the past couple weeks and just ran out of time. So we are 6 months into the AMC deal since they debuted on AMC. 2 weeks until Slammiversary. Slammiversary is one of their, their bigger pay-per-views of the year. It's one of the benchmark shows. Since this group has gotten together, Slammiversary kind of became like just a fun tradition for us, similar to many other big pay-per-views where, we just kind of have a really fun night. We drink, we have fun, we talk. And we're always pretty excited about Slammiversary. And last year was the build for Santana, that, we thought he was going to win at Slammiversary in New York, in his, in front of his hometown crowd. So I just wanted to kind of have this discussion about TNA and kind of how, we feel about how things are going. It's been a lot of chatter on social media. We consistently watch every week. We watch every single week. And like personally, I feel like, typically I'm super, super excited for Slammiversary. And I feel like the past month or so just hasn't really been like, yes, things are happening. Yes, storylines are happening, but nothing feels like really exciting or really groundbreaking. And I hope that over the course of the next 2 shows, they do something really awesome to get me super stoked for Slammiversary.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like since they started on AMC, like, I don't know, I think we just thought it was going to go differently. And it just seems like there's not as much excitement about TNA as there was last year.
So I feel this way. I don't know. Tell me if you feel this way. It was like there's a point with TNA where it was like you didn't want to get up and go pee. You didn't want to miss anything.
Oh yeah.
They had you going from beginning to end. The old proverbial, like back in the Attitude, everyone had a story. Everything. Everyone mattered from beginning to end, and whatever, and threads through the show. So now it's like there's a couple of there's a couple of things that we're happy about that we like, but then there's other stuff that it's like you're waiting for something to click and get you. So there's no doubt about the in-ring talent that's always I mean.
Oh, the roster is great.
Yeah, the roster is great. It's they need somebody, and we know they they're not the type of company that's gonna go out and get a big free agent name. But if they sign somebody that they could get a good buzz around, they got to develop. They're a place that develops, which is obviously, and then since they the stars started going, obviously they had no more to do in TNA, so they went up or over to WWE. And there was that NXT and WWE connection, which had everybody going. But you're right. Once they went to AMC, now it's like, okay, you're on your own. They were little bird kicked out of the nest, and now, fly, or
And that's kind of what it feels like to me. Like, I think the NXT partnership, I've kind of spoken about it before that I wasn't too big of a fan just because I don't watch, I'm not into NXT. So to me, like the crossover stuff didn't mean as much as it did for people who are really into NXT. And, it wasn't for me, and that's fine. But, I kind of thought of it this way, and Bully had said it on Busted Open a bunch of times, before that. Like, yes, the crossover with NXT was really helping to carry the show along for a while and helping to get them, a bigger audience, and no doubt helped them get the TV deal with AMC. But then it was like, once that kind of pulls away, like we know the partnership's not over yet. We still have the stuff with Ariana and Stax. So the partnership technically is still on, but there's obviously been a pullback on WWE's side. And so once TNA is more or less left on their own,
until maybe something makes sense. Until something makes sense, maybe like right now.
Maybe.
Okay, so you had you had the two people that were involved with JC Jane and Trick Williams, so they're gone already.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really nobody else unless they want to get some cross promotion going again. But and then once it started with Jordan Grace was the first one, and then I think it really was. I think it really was because Trinity was over there too. Don't forget, Trinity signed with TNA and became the champ, and and showed out and proved herself. You know what I mean? Like everybody thought she was going to be the forgotten one in the when her and Mercedes walked away. So but then she came back. She did a Drew McIntyre actually. She went out and did the little indie circuit.
Yeah, she did.
Learn because she's definitely was in the born in the WWE bubble and everything. So it was good. You burst the bubble, and then sometimes you come right back in right through the front door. So and
we know that TNA's positioning, like you said, they are the place that can help develop talent
exactly
and get them ready to move on to either WWE or AEW.
Yeah, like in other words, if WWE if they're trying to get someone from AEW to say that's poaching.
Yeah.
This is we're taking somebody that's done all that they could do in your promotion, like Jordan Grace did everything that she could do. What else is she gonna do? Resign? No. Right. She's going up, get signed with Joe Hendry. I mean, he's just a phenomenon. Yeah. So bam, he went through like a rock. That stuff. Yeah. But then there's people that go back there that are prospering, Elias and Laying Lee.
Yeah.
So
and I'm not saying that everything is bad, everything is awful, the sky is falling. I'm still interested in watching the show. If I wasn't interested anymore, I would stop watching. But I'm still interested in watching the show. I'm still interested in some of the storylines and, invested in some of the characters. I just kind of think I don't know. It just feels it feels like something's off.
So something is off. You know what it is too? Don't forget, they're not a WWE product. Just because they partnered with WWE and they have a good relationship with them, they still have their own budget. And their own budget is nowhere near AEW's or
and that's probably part of it.
So there's that part of it. Like I said, they're not going to sign some big crazy name, but
no.
If they could sign a Killer Cross or if they could bring a Killer Cross and a Scarlet over, that would shake things up. So that's what we have to look at. We got to look at Cross between who can they get from GC Dub and from ML Dub, what can those companies, you know what I'm saying? And people on the indie circuit that hey, who would be, what about, can you imagine a Gabby Forza being signed to TNA?
That would definitely inject some more life into the Knockouts division, because that's one of my things also. I am really not thrilled with what's happening in the Knockouts division right now.
No,
that's what I mean. They need a shakeup, and I think a Gabby Forza coming out would be a shakeup. Although I do like what Rosemary and Bun, and
the Bunny,
and Bunny and is it not Jakar? Mara Sade.
Mara Sade.
Yeah. Well, I wish they were against different opponents.
Go ahead, Neil.
They will be soon.
No.
Okay, so there's been some things recently with TNA. I'd say the past few months. There's been a few things that's gotten our interest, like, for example, the Dudleys and Hardys, at Bound for Glory last year. Mm-hmm. That was must see. That was being talked about across, every wrestling show was talking about it,
right.
And what wound up happening, Dudley's retired, and the way they retired, it was great. That was a storybook, ending to that saga. But I think TNA lacks they lack the billboard appeal, I guess is the right way. You know, John said a while ago in the live chat, you know, we all want Nick to win the title again, which is correct. I do want Nick Nemeth to be the world champion.
Yes.
I I'm happy that that Santana won it, but it's just I don't know. It's just it doesn't seem like it's been box office since he's had that title. With Nick having the championship, it would feel box office to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another
That's
thing that hurt. Hold on a second.
Oh,
The one thing that hurt, I think, TNA's ego, or the whole groundswell that TNA had going on.
Yes.
I think one thing that hurt that, and I don't think has been forgiven by the fans, is when they canceled that match for Creative Pro with Nick Nemeth and MJF.
Yeah.
I think it was seen in a negative light by people that were trying to support TNA. They thought, hey man, this is great. Then when that happened, I mean, I for one, I was very disappointed, you know. I know Elder went to that show, didn't you? You went to that show.
You know what? It didn't affect Creative Pro. It didn't affect the show. The show was sold out to the rafters.
Right.
And that's kudos to Creative Pro. Because they do what they do so well.
Yeah, they had to do that. They had to do that pivot, the word that we hate to use. Pivot. Shut up. No. And so, you know, that happens. And yes, and you're right there before, to go back to what you said about Santana. That was you know how when it's not a crack in the cement, but that was a shift for them.
Yeah.
The problem by not putting Santana over that night with
And we talk about it all the time. Like at that time at Slammiversary, you know, we were all like, that was the moment. Oh, they missed the boat. But, you know, you never know how things are going to play out. So I was like, all right, let's see how it plays out. Let's see what happens. Maybe they have something even bigger planned that's going to be even more amazing than him winning at Slammiversary in New York.
Yeah. And don't forget, TNA also had that little bit of cross promotion with Tony Khan and AEW and everything. You know, we see the Kenny Omega
hit a button.
O'Neill's back.
But I hit a button.
Quit hitting buttons.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put one hand down and hold my beer in the other hand.
But yeah, like, you know, now that it's been just about a year. So Santana, we thought he should have won at Slammiversary. He didn't. He ended up winning at Bound for Glory, but you know, Bound for Glory was the Dudleys versus Hardys, which was the main focus of that show, and that was awesome. But unfortunately, then it overshadowed Santana's win, and we got that stupid dumbass run-in with Dark State, which I just absolutely fucking hated, and they should have never have done that. And everybody hated it. It was awful. It shouldn't have happened. And so Santana actually won, and then they promptly take a month off and have absolutely no shows for a month. And their first show back, Santana loses it. And
that was just bad.
What is happening?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and then once the TV deal was announced, we were like, okay, so they're obviously setting up for him to win at the first show on AMC, and that's exactly what happened. But honestly, that night when we were watching it that night in January, like when Santana won, it wasn't like that oh my god yes moment that it should have been. It was just kind of like whoo that happened, good. It wasn't
exactly,
the moment
Steven.
that it should have been.
No, and they should have just pulled the trigger when they were at UBS on Long Island.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, just for John, when he listens to this tomorrow morning with his coffee, John in South Jersey, I'm not even from there, and I know the difference. It's on Long Island, not in Long Island. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. You said earlier to start this whole
and for example, Neil, whenever Neil
talk.
is driving on Long Island, he has road rage.
Yes, that is true.
Go ahead.
But for example, to cooperate with a point that you made to start this beautiful TNA rant, the Knockouts division.
Yes.
I feel the same way because, you know, it was huge news last year, and I know myself and I know Tony were excited that they announced that Myla Grace got signed to TNA, her and Harley Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
They bring them over to TNA. Yeah, now I know this year started, they had visa issues and this and that, but you
Yeah.
brought them in, and you started doing video packages with them, you started doing backstage, you know, just not even interviews, just letting them sit there in front of a camera backstage and just talk. And it was
Mhm.
great. And you did that for a while, all the way up, and then, you know, oh, you had visa issues, so you missed one set of shows. Okay, yeah. And then after that, it was just like, oh, they're on the roster? Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
You completely forgot
Yeah,
about
but-
them, to the point where, what was it, like a week or two ago, Myla Grace asked for her release. And
Yes.
it's like, yeah, because you didn't do anything with the girl for like
and Danny
4
Luna
months.
asked for her release like a month or so ago as well.
Yeah, she asked for it before Myla Grace. Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
and Danny Luna was great. Her and
I
Jody
loved
Thread.
her.
She's
Yeah,
going up
she was
against
awesome.
Giselle. She's going
Okay.
up against the champ, right? MPW.
At Maple Leaf?
Maple Leaf.
MLPW.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, but they gotta just do something. Okay, if you're gonna sign international talent, I get that they have visa issues, but
Yeah.
work with them. Like, you pushed Leon Slater, which was great. I mean, he's great. You started out hot with Myla and Harley Hudson, and then it's just like complete nosedive. You
Yeah.
know,
And
Tony,
I think
you know,
the taping schedule doesn't help
How
because,
do you
like
know?
I was saying
Yeah.
this on Zoom the other
How
night,
Tony
that with
know?
with the taping schedule, like if they do have visa issues and they can't make it to the tapings weekend, or something else happens and they can't be there for tapings weekend, they're off the show for like a whole month at least.
It's the problem not having live shows. I wish
Yeah,
they could have
but
live shows.
it goes back to what you said. They don't have the budget. They don't have the budget to sign a big name. They don't have the budget
Yeah.
to do live TV.
Yeah.
I do have
And
one
I think
match.
that's a lot of the problems.
Yes,
And they
I
have
do have
to
one
do as
match
well
for
with the
Slammiversary
selling,
that you said about the knockouts.
Right.
And it's been,
Yes.
and it's Zaya Brookside and Lei Ying Lee.
Yes.
Love the story from when they both came in, and loved the Zaya heel turn. And I've just been loving her heel run so far. Lei Ying Lee, great. Loved her in WWE. She's been awesome here. I just really want to see Zaya win the title.
Yeah.
Massive
Although
Zaya Brookside fan.
Yes, we know. We know. Yes, I do want to see Zaya Brookside win. I also have a pretty big issue with Lei Ying Lee getting pinned by Mr. Elegance last week.
Yeah.
This past week. I'm sorry, like absolutely no disrespect to those lovely ladies.
Mr. Eldorance.
Mr. Eldorance.
I'm not into it. I'm not into it at all. I think the Knockouts division deserves better than the segments that they get with the Elegance brand.
I agree.
And you know what? There's people that guy's clicking with. It's just weird. I don't get it either.
And that's the thing is, like, we always say, it's a variety show. You're not gonna like every segment or every storyline.
But
and
it is
what it is.
Yeah, until I see someone like Moose totally destroy him and mash his face into the steps or something, I'm not gonna like seeing him on my TV.
I was for the Elegance brand until they brought that Mr. Elegance guy in.
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Elegance.
Okay, and
gotta go.
Yeah, and the concierge, the concierge is a cool
personal concierge is a great dude.
No, he's funny.
Great.
He's great. It's just with this Mr. Elegance angle.
Yeah,
is a little too much. And whenever you
it's
get
not
to
good.
see,
it's not good.
Whenever you get to see
Dana Brooke,
Dana
Ash,
Brooke, yeah, Dana. Whenever
Yeah.
you get to see Dana,
Heather,
whenever you
Daner.
get to see Dana
Daner.
Brooke,
Dana. I know Tony would laugh. At
yeah,
that.
she,
Yeah.
you know, because like Dana Brooke really has, you know, come out of her shell since leaving WWE, and
Yeah.
really is a great character and pretty damn good wrestler. So,
Yeah.
and I'm glad
Yeah,
she's
so
back. But other
you
than
know,
that,
there's
you're
some
right,
there's
though,
some good stuff happening. Like we said, you know, I hope that Nick Nemeth does win. I think Nick having the championship would be better. Unfortunately for Mike Santana, we all love him. It just didn't
Yeah.
pan out as
They didn't-
we hoped it would.
No.
It is what it is.
You know,
Another thing, like you mentioned, you know, Myla Grace and Danny Luna asking for the release. Steve Macklin also asked for his release. So,
Yep.
you know, as a fan, like that's
Mance
just
Warner and Steph DeLander.
and
Yeah.
Mance Warner and Steph DeLander like quit. And Steph was very, very outspoken about, you know, what happened and what she went through and her thoughts and opinions and feelings on it. So yeah, as a fan, that's just kind of concerning. Like, you know, rosters on wrestling shows are ever evolving, especially with you know, three major TV companies in the United States. You know, the wrestlers are going to move back and forth constantly, but I think as a fan, it's concerning when there's wrestlers like asking for their release.
yeah.
Like, you know, things, we see it happen every year that, you know, contracts run out, they choose to go somewhere else, or, you know, it always happens after WrestleMania when a bunch of people on the roster gets released. That's to be expected. But yeah, you see like a handful of people, you know, regularly asking for their release. To me, it's not a good sign. And I always think back to January of last year, when the partnership with NXT was announced, and then I think it was 3 days later when PCO took a sledgehammer to the Digital Media Championship on a GCW show and quit TNA right then and there.
That was at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, we weren't sure what to think about it at the time. We weren't sure if it was part of a storyline or anything, but you know, he did some interviews and he was, you know, very outspoken and honest that he did not like the new management in TNA and he did not like the direction that the company was going in. And I feel like that was a bit of foreshadowing. Like I think about that a lot.
Yep.
And it's just it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. I hope that they figure things out and they get better. I don't know. I have this gut feeling about Carlos Silva that is just not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see.
Not completely. Yeah, no. We should. I just, you know, you summed it up perfectly by saying, you know, we got to wait and see. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's not looking too good right now.
Yeah. But, you know, I'll keep watching every week and, you know, see how it goes. Like I said, there's still stuff on the show that I do enjoy that I want to tune in and see. Of course, I have to see Bear Bronson every week. So,
and a quick shout out to the concierge. Great dude, you know.
Yes.
You know, me and Tony had the pleasure of meeting him in Vegas.
Yeah.
Aaron Gabby watching.
Very nice guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dave, the original Dave head.
Gotta get a new one with no glasses.
Bring us home. Bring us home.
Let's bring it home. Collision just started. All right, Neil, where can people find you?
On Twitter. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call it X. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't do that either.
Too Sweet Neil, you know, Japanese wrestling, craft beer, you guys, you know, baseball, you know, just all that. Instagram, but I don't really go on there anymore. I just go on to look at stuff. I don't really post, so whatever.
He goes on to send me and you Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yes, I do that a lot. Yes. For anybody that you know, does not like Seinfeld, I'm not even going to mention what you can do.
Real quick, Neil. real quick, Neil. That did you see Larry David get the real Curb Your Enthusiasm treatment there? At
Yes.
the Knicks
At the Knicks
game,
game.
the ref is right in front of him. You see his arm. You see his arm.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yep. Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. Go ahead.
Yeah. But no, too sweet, Neil. Just
All
on
right.
Twitter, and just enjoy wrestling. Oh, and Japanese questions aside, just send them to the Nation's Corner. They'll ask me. All for
Right.
it. So, cheers to everybody. Have a good weekend.
All right,
Cheers.
Mongrovian Mike. Where can people find you?
At Mongrovian Mike, I'm all over, bitching, moaning, whatever. You find
Yeah.
me around. I'm
Okay.
having fun.
Tony.
I just want to say also that I appreciate my crew.
I appreciate you guys.
There's people in the background, people before, hijacker, front row. John is not here.
Yes.
Steven out there, Ezra. There's so many people, Christina, Trenda.
Yes.
But everybody, if I forgot anybody, Chad, we love,
Oh, good. Somebody cut his mic so I don't have to hear him.
Cheers to the crew.
Everyone except Neil. Thank you.
All right, Tony.
Well, if I could drink, you can find me at Tony Justice AJFA. And if you're a Metallica fan, like I know all of us are, you know what that means. Ooh!
Ooh, yeah. And you can find me at That's So Debonair on the Twitter machine, Instagram, Blue Sky, all that good stuff. Click the link in the bio. And you can find us at Nation's Corner on X, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that. Follow us at Nation's Corner. Like and subscribe and share our videos. And hopefully we will get some interviews coming on. I know John had said that he had some stuff planned for the future. And that's it. Enjoy wrestling. Enjoy your Saturday. And go Knicks.
Take care. Take care, y'all.
Yes.
Later.
Share.